You know, it's kind of one of those things they say, well, weren't you scared, you know, that type of thing. And yes, you are scared, but it's almost to the point where you're more afraid that you're going to screw up and get everybody killed than you are for your own personal safety. So, I don't know, I was too busy trying to make sure that I was, you know, spotting targets and, you know, that Bradley, you know, was taken care of. And then in addition to that, the other vehicles that were with me and the men in the back and that type of thing. So it just kind of, it's one of those things that afterwards you kind of sit there and you know, kind of rehash to your own AAR and say, well, that was stupid and you could have done this better and you could have done that. But the bottom line was everybody made it out. I was the only one that was hurt. So, you know, to me that was a successful mission. And it was kind of one of those things, the original plan was, hey, you're driving to this traffic circle and you're going to sit there, you know, and of course that, you know, after the first shots fired, basically the plane goes to, you know what, and that's exactly what happened. But it was an interesting time. It was an interesting time. Like I say, the dismounts probably had the hardest job because they just sat in the back of the Bradley, couldn't see anything. All they could hear was RPG rounds hitting the Bradley and 7.62 ting ting tinging, waiting for the one that was going to come through.
I'll be honest, I didn't do anything special, and I think the word hero is used a little too liberally because I didn't do anything other than, you know, just lead that tank up front. I mean, personally, if you ask me, my tank was up there, and most of the RPGs hit my tank, but I think the guys, like my wingman, Sergeant Terry, and the rest of the company that was behind me, seeing what actually was going on, I think it took bigger balls for them to follow me into that than for me. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you're caught up in the beehive, you don't even know what's going on. It's just all happening so fast, and you're just reacting. But it's for the guy who's actually witnessing it all, and then to follow you into there. I think that takes a lot more guts. So, what do I think about the award? I think there were braver guys out there than me. I think it could have been anybody out there. When you know that, you know, that's what's going to get you through and get you through alive is discipline, you can actually enjoy, you know, the actual combat part of it. Colonel Culp, he always said, the easiest thing soldiers do is fight and combat. You know, combat. The hardest thing is, you know, keeping the discipline, and I think that's totally true. The soldiers in the 1st Infantry Division, they kill really well.